Hey guys, Q&A. There was two questions on the board. I'm going to answer the first one, which is there such thing as good carbs, bad carbs? So if you've seen any of my videos, you're probably going to know that the answer to everything is it depends. It's very nuanced. However, really when people talk about bad carbs versus good carbs, what you're talking about mostly is nutrient value, how many vitamins and minerals, how much water, how much fiber, good stuff have you got compared to the bad stuff, which generally is either additives, processed stuff, artificial stuff, or usually calories. It's a way up between how many nutrients has it got relative to how many calories. Therefore, something like, let's say, some processed white bread, relatively high in calories, relatively low in nutrients. There's not much fiber in there with white bread, it's not very nutritious. So you could start to put that into the category of bad carbs because it's got a lot more of the calories compared to nutrients, water and fiber. If we look at something like vegetables, something like carrots, quite a lot of fiber, very high in nutrients relative to the calorie content. So you could say that that's a little bit more on the good side. We've got lots of nutrients, lots of fiber, lots of water relative to low calories. However, as always, it's quite nuanced because if you're trying to put on weight, if you're trying to gain weight, if you're trying to increase muscle size, if you're trying to do a mass stage of your training, then high nutrients, low calories isn't quite as good as it is if you're trying to do fat loss, for example. If you're trying to do mass gain, strength gain, build up, Steve, when he's doing his competitions, he needs lots of nutrients, but he also needs lots of calories in there as well. So it does start to change the perspective of what is good and bad. You can also factor into that as well, that for example, potatoes, high in nutrients, relatively low in calories compared to fiber, nutrients, water. However, a lot of people have problems with potato starch. They don't digest very well. So again, we can take something that previously was perhaps posited in the good camp, good carbs. Now, if you struggle to digest it, it's not so good. Classic, obvious example of this is people that suffer from celiac disease, problems with rice, problems with barley, problems with oats, problems with grains. So these once good carbs, high in nutrients, high in fiber, low in calories, suddenly start to creep their way back into the bad camp. So, as always, one of these days I'll get a question where the answer is just yes or no, good or bad. But once again, with good carbs, bad carbs, it really comes down to the individual, it comes down to the goal. But carbs that are higher in nutrients, fiber and water and lower in calories tend to be classed as your good ones. The carbs that are lower in nutrients, fiber and water and much higher in calories, your processed foods, generally they're your bad ones. Hope that helps. I know, as always, it's as murky as mud, but that's really how to look at it. Okay, catch you next time.